Okay, I'm going to show you how to do just a cute little updo with some flat braids or Bohemian braids. And I start with dry hair. So, and for her, I'm going to part hers on an angle, or you can just part it to the side, whichever looks best for them in the front. This is a loose style, so you don't need to wet the hair down or comb it real smooth or anything like that. And this is cute on older girls and yourself and young girls. So to begin with, I'm going to split her hair in half and I'm going to do 2 braids. But instead of parting it down the middle like I would normally do with a comb, I want it loose and not so defined. So I'm going to take her hair in my hands and I'm just going to bring my finger up here in the middle and just part it just underneath, so I don't get a real definite part. I'm going to do that again. Comb her hair back over it. I'm just going to put that over her shoulder. And then I'll show you how I do a flat braid or these Bohemian braids. So turn a little bit. So I'm just going to start down here behind her ear and loosely. And just do a regular braid and split it into 3. And then just start braiding it. And once you get down a little ways, I'm going to flatten this out some more. I'm just keeping it loose in my hand. I'm just going to take my thumb and just kind of pull the braid apart a little bit and flatten out the pieces like this. It's going to lay better against her head when you do this. And then just progress down and do the same thing. Just holding it loosely in your hand. And it's okay if some of these little flyaways stick out, that's kind of the idea. And then just braid it down to the end. And put in an elastic, like this. Turn a little bit and then do the same thing on the other side. You can kind of comb this down with your fingers to make sure there's not too much of a definite part, keeping that nice and loose, so that when you pin these up to her head, there's not going to be such a line to cover. And just do the same thing, just do a loose braid. I'm just going to kind of pull it apart with your fingers. I do this with my hands, rub it kind of together, just flattening it out a little bit. The nice thing about this is the pieces don't even have to be even necessarily. There's nothing very neat about this look. It's just loose and casual and easy. And braid it down as far as you can. Okay, then when you have your 2 braids done, you're just going to take 1 braid and you're just going to start pinning it to her head. And you can turn it whichever way is better. You can start this way, which I think is what I'll do, and just lay it across to the point where her other braid starts. Take your bobby pin and hook it into her hair, and then bring it back across and just pin it to her head. There's no wrong way or right way of doing this, just kind of whatever is going to look best. I use the other braid to cover up the ends, so and lay that across. Make sure you kind of pin down, cover up that part a little more. That's why you like the fat, flat braids, because they lay against your head a little bit better. And you can tuck these ends in as you do it. Make that flat. It's always a good idea to try and use bobby pins that match their hair a little bit better rather than black against blonde like I have here, but that's what we have. So kind of tuck that in, turn your head a little bit. Kind of wiggle those in until it's nice and secure. Put your head down a little bit. There you go. And more on this side a little bit. You can always add little flowers if you would like, or just leave it how it is. Okay, wiggle your head. That's still tight. Maybe one more. Put your head down a little bit. Okay, wiggle your head. Okay. And then just a little bit of hairspray. Okay. And turn around. Let's see the front. I like how it's loose around her face and just kind of hangs down over her ears. That's perfect. Okay, see the back again. That is a flat hair updo with Bohemian braids.